And hello lovelies, welcome back to Mama G Gear. It's Mama G here, and I just wanted to show you a couple things that I've been making. FOs, finished objects, or flying objects sometimes around here. We're going to hope that the Lipithecus doesn't start attacking the legs on the tripod, because for some reason he likes to do that when I hit record, so I have to restart this. Anyway, the hat, hope you can see the back. I made this last night, and I'm wearing it not because I want to make a fashion statement. I'm wearing it because it's really freaking cold in my house. In Western New York, the snow is melting though, so it's a little bit nicer out than I thought. It's been bitter cold, but this morning was very cold, so it is still chilly in the house, and I have to say it's probably warmer outside than it is inside. Makes no logical sense, but it is what it is. Okay, so no rhyme or reason on the video, as always. This yarn, I just wanted to tell you, is a Bernette Casa, which means house in Spanish, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it means house. But Bernette, it's Yarn Inspirations. It's really gorgeous. 78% polyester and 22% acrylic. But I love that it goes. I've had this sitting in my stash, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure who gave this to me, whoever you are. Might have been D. I love this. I've had it sitting, waiting for just the right item. And last night, the item was me to have a new hat. So this is the new hat that I made for myself. Well, it's obviously for myself because it's my hat. Okay, and I want more of this yarn. Just saying. It's probably discontinued because I like it. All right, let's move that aside. And I have a little bit left, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for an entire hat, so I might have to, and I'll make another hat. I might have to incorporate it with some other yarns that I have, which is not a problem. Okay, let's go to the other stuff. All right, also because I'm going to be bagging this and shipping it out. With this yarn, I do need this, I got the Mary Maxim worsted yarn from one of my Mary Maxim mystery bags. Mary Maxim mystery bags. I just had to do that just to give you an earworm. Anyway, out of this yarn, I had bought a lot of it. It wasn't from a mystery bag. I think I purchased this for some reason. I had made this baby blanket, and I just finished doing the trim. Show you the wrong side there, right? I finished doing the little scallop edges, and unfortunately I can't remember this stitch. I probably should have thought of that before I started recording, but anyway, I can't remember the stitch. If I do remember, I'll tag it below, but it's a really cool stitch. And this has the little mohairs in there. You can't see them. I could see the fluffs, but this is going to Rusty's half sisters or stepsisters, I don't know, her sister, not my child's baby. She's having a baby in February, so I try to also make a newborn hat. I have no idea what size little heads are, but if it's too small, I think I might make another one a little bit bigger just in case, because I have enough yarn to do that. And with that extra yarn, I also started making this, and this is what I really kind of wanted to do the video about. This is really super easy. You can use scrap yarn, and we all have lots of balls of yarn that we don't know what we're going to do with. Okay, so if you are so inclined to make this for people, but it's also an awesome another donation project that you can give to the unhoused. Okay, and not using the term homeless, they're unhoused, okay? And it's literally nothing super spectacular. They're literally headbands. And I got my hook in my hand here, hold on. I know, I'm a mess. They're just headbands, ear warmers. Really super simple. This is a little smaller, this one's a little wider for a little bit bigger head. I tend to have I have a little smaller of a head opposed to most people my age, but so I make them a little bit different lengths. And what's nice about these, besides the fact that they're super easy and take up a lot of our scrappy yarn, is this is something that if you're donating it to like Dee at Dee's Creative Hands Crochet, hi Dee, with Yolanda, her mom's one of her care workers is doing the donations for the homeless in Michigan. We do it here ourselves. This is something I've been making for what we do here, and it's something that I wanted just to share with you as an idea that you might not have thought of. Yeah, these are really great for just regular ear warmers, for people that have like a lot of thick hair, or they want their hair to be out and not in a hat so you don't get hat hair. But they're also awesome for people that are outside a lot, because you can put this on underneath a hat or even over a hat, and it gives you extra warmth around the ears, even the back of the neck. So it just gives extra warmth, and they're really super comfortable too. So just wanted to put that out there for you if you're interested and you wanted to make a few. And small, easy, there's 2 people right there, you know. And then I had the puzzle yarn, so I made another one with the red. The difference between these two is that this one here is, I alternated the rows to back post only and then front post only. So it gives it more of a design, okay? And then just chained around the circle on the ends on each side, just to give it a finished look, but also to keep it together. And I'll show you what I have going on. The red, this one is made out of puzzle yarn. It's a little thicker, and being that the yarn itself already has kind of stuff going on, I didn't feel the need to have to do a back post, front post for any kind of design and texture in the actual crocheting. So this is literally just single crochets back and forth, and then going around the trim on either side. That's all it is. And I'm going to show you. Not that you can't figure that out just by verbalizing it, but this is basically the strip, okay? And these that I make, I usually I chain 11, and well, I chain 10 plus 1, okay? So it ends up being 10 stitches. And then once you've got it going, if this one here is just single crochet, so it doesn't make a difference of a back and a front. Where the other ones where I alternate, there's a definite front side and back side. This one doesn't have to be, but if you're doing the back side, if you're going to put them together, all right, I probably should have this on a table to show you. But when I get to the size that I want, I think this was like maybe 20 inches around, but usually heads are like, for an adult, is usually like 20 inches to maybe 22 inches if you're doing it for a guy, because a guy would wear this too. But this is not the way I should be doing it. But I just fold it. I've got my chain 1, and then going through the hole, and sometimes I do a slip knot, but you really just put it through one, the other, chain it up, whip stitch it, whatever, and then you go around. Well, to be completely honest with you, and I totally screwed this up, but is before I connect them, I do one edge, and then I connect them together and then do the other edge. This way I don't have to cut and tuck in yarns. It's the least amount of, and then I'll even tuck this tail in as I'm coming up. So the least amount of having to sew in ends, the better. So basically I chain 1 and then just go around, and then I do that side, then put them together, make it into the circle, and then go and chain around the other side. Really, really easy. There's no need for me to show you a tutorial. If you, for some reason, my explanation wasn't good enough and you wanted to make these, I'm sure there's tutorials out there, but if you have any questions, I could always do this in a tutorial, to show you how to do it. But they are really awesome for donations for unhoused. They don't cost much if you're going to ship them. And as we speak, I have more of these. They're not here, and I have probably 3 boxes, good sized boxes full of hats, and I've got another couple boxes full of scarves, and they're gonna go to different destinations. I'm not gonna send any to Dee because she's getting a lot of that, and like I had said to her on the phone, I'm just sorry about leaning over, I just wanted to get that out of my way. What I said to her on the phone is I would rather wait, see what she gets as donations, and then give what she would need. So, with saying that, I want to point out things that you might not think about that brought up to the attention, because what Yolanda is doing is a beautiful, amazing thing, and we could all do this. And what I've done in the past, or in the group of people that I know, what we've done in the past is have backpacks and fill the backpacks with all your basic essentials, like you're saying, toothbrush, deodorants, all this kind of stuff, but also including in that clean pair of socks. Having a dry pair of socks is something that we take for granted, and a dry pair of socks for somebody who is out in the streets is priceless. Okay, and oftentimes I've done it myself, so it's not just people that are unhoused, where you're going outside, it's snowing out. Any of you people that don't know what it's like up here in the snow, it's brutal. And when your feet are cold, everything is cold. You can't get warm when you have cold feet. So if your feet are wet and cold, you're miserable. And I've done it with my kids when they were little, is put our feet in plastic bags and then put our boots on. So it does help a little bit with warmth, not so much, but it does definitely help with keeping your feet dry from the outside moisture. But what many people forget about is your feet start to really sweat in that kind of environment, because you're putting your feet in a plastic bag. So your feet are going to sweat even though you're outside in the cold. Doesn't seem to make scientific sense, but it does happen. So what I'm throwing out there for other people that are looking to donate to any kind of a program that's similar to what Dee is doing is dry socks. Also, those little things of baby powder that you can use just to spruce yourself up, to dry your feet. You can put them in your shoes, you can put them on your body, put it on your body just to make you feel better. That's something else that I don't see a lot of people thinking about, and I just wanted to point that out. Also, 2 other products that we always included in our bags were those little packets that you can get of anti-itch ointment and antibacterial ointment. You kind of can almost get them, like if you go to a tattoo shop, they give you that little, metal plastic thing, a metal thing there that you can put on your tattoo, that ointment you put on your, the little ones I'm talking about. Those little packets, easy to get to, maybe a paper clip so they could fold it and reseal it, slip a paper clip on there, put it back in their backpack. When you are not able to, and I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence by any means, but just sometimes the most obvious is the least obvious, and I'm here to point that out. Ms. Captain Obvious. And when you're not able to bathe on a regular basis, you will tend to get maybe irritated skin, sores, car with a blinker, I thought they were coming in my driveway. You might have skin irritation or itchy skin, or if you have a sore and you're not able to wash it properly, it can get infected from the outside elements getting in there. So a little thing of antibacterial ointment and anti-itch ointment is really something that could be make a big difference. Something simple like that, it makes a big difference. Also, too, I think, again, the dry socks. Also, too, I had wrote notes down and then I didn't, heck with the notes. I'll just wing it like I always do. Another thought is underwear, t-shirts, long johns, leggings. I know that size is important for some of those items, but if you're going to pick a size, maybe go a little bigger, because a smaller person can wear something bigger where a bigger person couldn't wear something smaller. But a variety of sizes. But those are things, we think of deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrush, those kinds of essentials. But there's also things like socks, underwear. Think of Easter. What do you give your kids for Easter that moved out into their own apartment? You give them socks, underwear, t-shirts. My kids anyway. That's what they always got for Easter and Christmas. So every 6 months, I guess, they would get a restock of those essential items. What the hell are that word's from? Items. Okay. I guess that's pretty much. Now another car. What is all this traffic? 2 cars in less than 5 minutes? You don't understand. I don't get traffic on my street, and that was 2 cars, so that's weird and kind of curious. But basically that's that. And then always consider your local shelters, and it is wonderful. Just watching, making sure they don't. I could see all the way down there, so making sure they're not stopping. People do stop and smooch and stuff on our street because there's an area that no one can see you, and a lot of people hang out there. It's like a little lover's lane on my road. But other things. Oh, okay. What I was saying is always it's wonderful to donate to charities where you mail stuff out. But if somebody in your area needs help, always think locally as well. Don't not send to other people's areas, but also consider your neighborhood, your local churches. Ask them, are they sending or taking care of or worrying about any of their local people that need help? Reach out. Even if you don't go to the church, reach out to the churches. A lot of them have that. Look for your local, and I pretty much guarantee no matter where you live, there's a local soup kitchen or a food pantry in your area. These are also items that you can always donate to those areas as well. There's probably a good chance that if you looked into it, there is a safe house for people and children that are looking to get out of an abusive, unhealthy living situation. And they'll go and hang out there for a little while. Rose Loves Crochet. Rose likes crochet. She loves it, but I think it's Rose Likes Crochet. She does for Wings, and that's a program in Chicago where she's in the area that she's from. There's a good chance that there's something like that in your neck of the woods as well. It's just not, they're hiding out. They don't want you to know where they are. But you can find out through whether a church or the town or something and donate to those places as well. And as always, your local animal shelters. I always, I will always and have always push people to volunteer there as well. Not only with just money or items, but also your time. Even if it's 1 day a week, you go in and you hang out and socialize and walk a dog or pet a few cats. Everybody's a win in that one. You get to hang out with some pets, and they get to socialize and get used to different people and have time with humans. So all those things are wonderful, and we're finishing off this year. It's December at the time of this taping, but let's start the new year with more generosity. And I'm not saying you're not generous. Let's just let's put it up an amp. Let's be more generous. Let's be more patient. Let's be more kind. Let's try to have more positive energy out there. I was just chatting to Dee about that. That the energy that we give out and what we do comes back tenfold to us. So when you're a giving person, oftentimes it's a selfish in the respect that you get back so much more than you give. And it's beautiful, and definitely stay positive. Let's make 2024. Oh my God, I can't believe that is actually the year. I remember when it was 1999, thinking 2000. That's crazy. Wow. I just had like a realization thing there for a second. The next, I'm going to do another video. I want to show you some other things, but I don't want to make this already 20 minutes, and I apologize for the length. But love you all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget the thummies. It's really appreciated. And yeah, be good and have an O-licious day. It doesn't have to be a good day. Just make it an O-licious day. Bye-bye for now. See you next time.